The thing is, though, I'm a Moroccan diplomat, which implies that I don't fall under that jurisdiction.
And Mr. Harper, it appears, let's take a look here. Looks like you received an infraction for exceeding the posted speed limit in a school zone and also having an illegible or obscured license plate on your vehicle on February 4th, 2025. You've responded to the issuance of those infractions by requesting a contested hearing. Is that correct?
My license suspended?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I just wanted to make sure those were the two infractions that were issued. I just wanted to make sure that was your understanding of why you're before the court.
Okay.
Okay. And you've requested a contested hearing of those infractions. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to begin by reviewing the police report. I'm then going to swear you in and give you an opportunity to provide your testimony. Okay. So give me 1 second while I review the officer's report. All right. And the court has reviewed the report of Officer Brian Danley. Mr. Harper, is there testimony you would like to provide regarding the issuance of the infractions in this case? Servant, as you raise your right hand, do you swear and affirm that any testimony you offer will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, sir, go ahead. What is your testimony regarding the issuance of these infractions?
Let me see. I left home and I turned down the street where that Catholic school is, wherever that school is, right over here. I may have ran about a corner a little fast because there was some cars approaching. Okay, I'll bite the bullet for that. But as I'm going down the road, I don't know how long that the officer was behind me, but when I get to the light, I finally see him pulling up. He wasn't already behind me, he was pulling up. And as I turned in the corner at the light, he hit his lights. So I'm hearing impaired. I get out of my car to that police officer, whoever, no. First thing he says, get back in your car. I said, no, I'm getting back in my car. I'm hearing impaired. I'm not going to miss something you say. So it started from that. And I'm going to tell you the truth. He started to put his hand on his gun. And I told him, don't do it with me. I don't play that. I'm not going to say what I said. I said, but I don't play that. Don't do it. And he attempted, and I let him know, I don't play it. And I wasn't going to play it, so I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't have no problem with police, but when he went like that, that's my problem. Evidently, he didn't like what I was saying to him. I'm telling him, hearing impaired, whatever he doesn't like, that's your problem, not mine, but you're not going to put your hand on your gun with me. And I'm definitely not going to go for it. He called other people. They came or whatever, gave him my ticket. You're going to try and tell me, oh, you can go. I looked at him like, are you crazy? I cursed him out. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not your kid. You're not going to talk to me like that. I'm a grown man just like you're a grown man. You can't respect me. I'm not going to respect you. That's how I am, sir. And I'm from the South. I know what it is to respect. I know all of that. But when they get that gun in that bag, some of them, they let it go to their head. I don't. I'm going to give you respect. If you disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you. And that's what it was. It was a lot of disrespect. Evidently, he thought he was bigger than me because he had that. You're not. You're a human being just like I am. You bleed just like I bleed. And that's what it was. He didn't like the way I came. He thought I probably was going to, excuse my language, punk down or whatever, but I didn't. I stood my ground. I'm not going to let, just because you got a gun and a badge, I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry, but that's not, sir. I've been through too. I just lost my wife. She committed suicide on Easter. So there's a lot of things that go, and I don't need that stuff like that. And at this time, that didn't happen, but it was things going on. I tried to be cordial. When I got out of my car, I'm hearing impaired. I'm hearing impaired. You say something to me, I'm going to miss. And I'm not going to, by you saying something to me, I miss it, I go to jail. And that's what happened. For me, that's what happened. I don't know what he put in his report. I don't know. But that's what I did. Like I said, I may have been speed. I'll bite the bullet for that. But if he put something else in that report, I'll fight it till the day I die.
Yeah, and Mr. Danley, I'll tell you, or Mr. Harper, excuse me, I'll tell you, there's none of that in the report. The only thing that's in the report is him saying he saw.
So my whole point is, I'm not trying to interrupt you.
Okay.
I know I turned the corner, okay?
Yeah.
Now, if I went through that street fast like that, why did he just not come up behind me when I got to that light?
Yeah.
And then I looked in my mirror. I seen he was approaching me and he got behind me. Then he hit his lights as I turned to their windows. And he stopped me in that parking lot.
What about you were also cited for having an obstructed license plate. Tell me about tell me about the license plate cover on your vehicle. Does it make it?
That was taken off. I took that off my car because I didn't want no more problem. Now that's taken off, okay?
Okay.
So I knew that because I know it's a secondary offense, but if they stop you, they can get you for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
It's like I got stopped by Pierce County Sheriff, but they never brought that part up. But each precinct and all that is different.
But you've taken care of that. You've taken that off.
The license plate cover.
Okay. All right.
But it's off my car.
Okay.
So I don't.
Okay. All right. So here's the situation I have, Mr. Harper. I think that based on the speed measuring device, the radar gun, it looks like they have you speeding in a school zone. I've got no reason to doubt the accuracy of that speed measuring device, especially based on your testimony. So I think that the city has met its burden of proving that infraction by preponderance of the evidence. Because you have rectified the issue of the license plate cover, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss that infraction at this time. So I'll find that the speeding infraction is committed, but I'll go ahead and dismiss the license plate infraction at this time. Okay. Okay. And Mr. Harper, I assigned that order. Sir, you can come forward and we'll get you a copy of it. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here. Amari Zion McCrary Bay.
Islam, Your Honor. Grand rising to you as well.
Good morning. You are Amari Zion McCrary Bay.
Sir.
Good morning. Go ahead and have a seat. This is case 4A0892587. Mr. McCrary Bay was issued an infraction for operating a motor vehicle in excess of the posted speed limit, 11 to 15 miles per hour over the posted speed limit on December 11th, 2024. And let me take a look here. It does appear that Mr. McCrary Bay has a perfect driving record. And so it does appear that you are eligible for a deferral, if that is something that you are interested in. You have responded to the issuance of the infraction by requesting a contested hearing. Is that how you would like to proceed this morning?
Yes, sir.
So the court's going to begin by reviewing the officer's report. After I've done that, I'll go ahead and swear you in, and you'll have an opportunity to provide any testimony you would like.
I also submitted some filings as well. I was just wondering if the court had time to review that as well.
Yes, I did review the filing that was filed with the court last week.
All right. And were there any objections to the filings?
There's no objection to the filings. I have reviewed the filing. So I'll let you make whatever argument you would like to make based upon what you've filed. I'll also let you offer any factual testimony you'd like the court to consider. Okay?
Sure.
So let me go ahead and review the officer's report first. And the court has reviewed the report of Officer Jeremy Vall of the Lakewood Police Department, signed under a penalty of perjury, December 11th, 2024, providing his factual basis for the issuance of this infraction. And Mr. McCrary Bay, I'm going to go ahead and ask you to raise your right hand. I'm
new to this legal, and I'm not Catholic or Baptist. I'm a Moroccan national. So
yes, sir.
If it's all right, could I put my hand over my heart and say?
Yeah, that's fine. I just need you to affirm that whatever you tell the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
What testimony would you like to offer the court regarding the issuance of the infraction in this case?
First of all, on that morning, I was not driving. Driving implies that I was doing business or commerce. At the time, I was traveling because I was going from home to school, which is Clover Park Technical College. And when he had pulled me over, it was over there by Clover Park, but there was a street where I had taken a left, and that's where he had pulled me over at. And he said I was in the school zone going 10 or 15 over, but I had already where I had turned is already past the school zone, and the speed limit for that was 35, and that's when I had went 35, which was after the speed limit sign.
And Mr. McCurry-Bay, is there any additional testimony you'd like to offer at this time?
Not at this time. What actually, the stop was pretextual as well, because in the thing, and what he had told me, he was like, you don't have a valid driver's license, but he only ticketed me for the traveling infraction. And if I believe that's a pretextual stop, because one, I wasn't cited for uh no like driver's license, which you don't need a driver's license to do travel. You only need the license to do commerce. And the pretextual stop is because he gave me a citation for the traveling part, but he didn't give me a citation for the ID.
All right, Mr. McCurry-Bay, thank you. And I do want to note for the record that I have reviewed, actually over the weekend, I reviewed the declaration of Mr. McCurry-Bay that was filed with the court on May 1st, 2025. So the court is going to make a finding that the infraction was committed. The court has reviewed the report of the officer. It does appear that the officer was utilizing a speed measuring device that was properly certified and calibrated at the time that it captured the speed of the vehicle being driven by Mr. McCurry-Bay, or as Mr. McCurry-Bay indicates, that it
Once again, I wasn't driving, I was traveling at the time, and I wasn't operating a vehicle, I was operating my personal property.
correct. And so Mr. McCurry-Bay has used the verbiage traveling and operating his personal property. The officer is using the verbiage driving and motor vehicle. I understand that Mr. McCurry-Bay uses different terminology to describe that phenomenon. I respect that. But it does appear that the speed measuring device that was being utilized by the officer was in good working order at the time of the issuance of this infraction and did record that personal property, or what the officer refers to as the vehicle, traveling at a speed that exceeded the posted speed limit in a school zone. And so the officer issued the infraction based on that observation, as well as the officer's personal estimation of the speed at 35 miles per hour in a 20 mile per hour zone. So the court will enter that finding of committed at this time. The court does note Mr. McCurry-Bay pointing out that the officer did not issue an infraction for failure to have a driver's license.
I did present him my passport though, too.
I do see that the enhanced traveler ID was presented. In response to that, the court does note that officers do have discretion to issue or not issue an infraction, even if there is a factual or legal basis for the issuance of the infraction. And it does appear that Officer Volley did decline to issue that infraction for failure to have a driver's license. However, that does not negate the issuance of the school zone speeding infraction, and the court will find that infraction is committed at this time.
The thing is, though, I'm a Moroccan diplomat, which implies that I don't fall under that jurisdiction.
And under that standing for diplomacy or for diplomatic community, if you are seeking exemption from this court's order, that would need to be taken up diplomatically with the United States Department of State.
Okay.
And the court has signed that order. And Mr. McCurry-Bay, I'll ask you to come forward and we'll get you a copy of the court's order.
Quick question is, would there be a chance for a deferment if possible?
No, unfortunately, once someone requests a contested hearing and they proceed with a contested hearing, the court does not grant deferrals after a finding of committed has been entered.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir. You can go ahead and come forward and we'll get you a copy of that order.
I have a court case right here showing that my diplomacy, and it shows it's a superior court case that establishes our U.S. DDT. as well.
And sir, that is something that you can raise on appeal if you would like to bring that up on appeal. Also, again, if you're claiming a diplomatic exemption, that is something that you can also raise with the U.S. Department of State.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.